The concentration camp was the man-made hell on Earth. Nazis used it as an entertainment spot to torture the Jews. They didn't show any mercy. The Nazis held a grudge towards the Jews and mistreated them. Do you want to know the soul-crushing punishments given to the Jews in the name of entertainment? What did they go through? In Chapter 1, we have the miserable condition of children. No one was spared in the concentration camp, not even children. The children were not considered little. They didn't understand what was going on in the camp. Their age was not at all a matter. Nazis used to physically abuse the children by beating them up. They threw the children onto the wall and smashed their heads. They enjoyed killing the children in front of the mother. It was very heartbreaking to watch. The mothers die from heartbreak. They couldn't watch the torture their children had to go through. Nazis enjoyed the torture as they saw the mothers cry and scream in pain. The children were taken away from their families. They were put into a separate camp with a wired fence. The mothers couldn't go inside the fence. They had to watch the children being dragged into the concentration camp. Some children tried to escape the camp, but it was futile. Those children who tried to steal or escape would go through severe punishment. They will be beaten up or starve for days. There was a German woman who was known for her abusive punishments. Frau Elsa was her name. She used to find joy in watching starving kids. She refused to give the children any food. She makes the children lick the milk given to her dog from the ground. She made the children have a few drops of it. The Nazis wanted to entertain themselves by killing the mother and the children. They can just walk into the concentration camp and shoot every one of them. But for them, it was less fun. They wanted to make a game out of it. Once the siren goes on, the children have to run to their mother, and before the siren stops, they have to run back. If these starving children couldn't complete this task, they would be shot dead along with their mother. Another form of entertainment the Nazis loved was the harness game. The children had to run fast carrying the Nazis. They had to run like the horses. They will get beaten up by the Nazis if they fall or stumble on some obstacle. They shouldn't fall asleep. They were tortured till the children took their last breath. Children were also the chosen ones. Several soldiers suffered from wounds. They needed blood donors and plasma donors. For that purpose, they saw children as the best option. They didn't have to ask for the consent of the miners then. They used to even cut off the skin of the children. They used the children for their benefit. In Chapter 2, we have Nazis and Jew adults. The sadistic entertainment of the Nazis included torturing adults as well. They left nobody. For them, every Jew was their target. The guards take the men and women to a place filled with broken glass and mud. Then they ask them to crawl. If they refuse to do so, they will be shot to death. They were not even given a minute to think. The Nazis want the Jews to obey their command without delay. They kill the person who disobeys them and change them in front of a large crowd as a warning. No one would dare to commit any disobedience. Even though they knew the consequences, some people went beyond all this and tried to escape the living hell. In Chapter 3, we have the human bones. Nazis saw the human body of Jews as an object. They wanted to make use of it. They took the tattooed human skin and made it into leather. Human bones were used to build furniture. It was quite shocking to discover that they found all this entertaining. It was sadistic and inhuman. The Nazis used to bet on runners. These runners are selected from the concentration camp. They will be instructed to strip down and stand on their underwear. They will be forced to run on the minefield. The Nazis enjoyed watching them run with fear in their eyes, as they didn't know at which moment they would step on the mines. This was a sadistic practice and a monstrous game. Most of the runners didn't survive the run. Do you think the Nazis were the ones who gave the most brutal punishments in history? Have you heard of any of their brutal methods? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to smash the subscribe button.